deal with airplane peanuts.
I'm praying what I'm hearing isn't true.
Honestly, my first reaction was just like, dude, like, why?
I don't know him. I don't know him like that.
Okay.
So I think we're at a time where everyone's really waking up to the way that we abuse our power.
Devastated and enraged, Brittany Cummings is speaking out about the allegations against Chris Delia.
If what she's saying is true, I don't think you can come back from that. It's over, bruh.
That's a bad look.
But with that case mysteriously being dropped, Chris would have you believe that he's a family man now, working diligently to get through his sex addiction.
I stand by the fact that all my relationships have been consensual and legal.
2 weeks ago, the Chris Delia problem was uploaded to YouTube, an hour-long documentary summarizing the allegations made against Chris in the summer of 2020 related to the potential grooming of young women. The documentary then goes on to claim that since his initial cancellation, Chris Delia has not put a stop to his old ways, despite what he said in his apology video. Now, although the Chris Delia problem presents all their evidence in a very convincing way, it's still technically all hearsay. No legal action has been taken yet, and given that that's the case, today's video is solely focused on comedians' reactions to the Chris Delia problem.
I know that it's been a really long time since you've heard from me, and when the news broke, I put out a statement that said everything I've done has been legal and consensual, and that's true, and I wanted that statement to speak for itself.
So the Chris Delia problem was uploaded to YouTube on December 20th, 2022, and currently stands at over 500,000 views. Some of the new claims against Chris highlighted in this video are that he wants to create a real-life sex cult and has continued to be unfaithful in his marriage despite rebranding as a family man.
New Year's resolution for Chris Delia, what do we think?
I say throw your phone in the ocean.
No, don't let them break you, Chris. Don't let them break you.
Change your facial hair and throw your phone in the ocean.
In 2023, Chris Delia needs to stop worrying about what everyone thinks and just go for it.
This is your year, man.
Bro.
Just fucking move forward.
Dude, New Year, same you. He's like, you know what, this year, more young pussy.
Yeah. Here's an idea, Chris. Check out the political side of TikTok.
Maybe learn some life hacks.
Yeah. His New Year's resolution needs to be getting more hot young pussy.
Yeah, dude. Fucking triple down.
There is something cool. Well, not cool. Let me rephrase. There is something impressive about his steadfastness. You know what I mean? When somebody calls you out and you go, I'm good. Like, he's still, forging ahead. There's something about forging ahead.
Yeah, he didn't even flinch. He was like, you know what, dude, whatever. An hour-long, compelling documentary, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, he had like a sex cult. I love the idea of him giving like a motivational speech to the girls. He's like, listen, we're down. We're not out. I know many of you are looking at these windows thinking you're going to get out tonight and get on a bus and go live your life. But I'm telling you right now, that is not going to happen.
Dude, I was saying with Josh Adam Myers that he has so many like plates spinning at the same time with all those girls that it's like he has to fuck up and it's like, so you excited to get your new Chris Delia initials tattoo? And she's like, I got my tattoo 3 weeks ago. He goes, oh shit, is this Jennifer? Okay, oh yeah, so is it healing up good or what? I gotta make a call.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why'd you include the fact that you were saying that to Josh Adam Myers? You could have just said it to us and not included Josh Adam Myers in this
he was involved in it, so I like to give a little bibliography.
What did he say? He's like, doo-doo-doo-bop-bop-bop-bop.
He went skibbity-bop,
Doo-doo-doo-bop.
hosily-bop, that's funny.
Hey, that's great.
That would be funnier if we said
Jay's over there, right?
It was just a sex cult of underage girls in Hollywood.
Name was Chris Delia.
Life rips!
Nikki Glaser is another big name in comedy who said that she watched the first half of the documentary before sharing her thoughts on an episode of the Nikki Glaser podcast that aired last week.
It's really a shame that he is this person. It's a shame that someone that does have that this much talent and that much likability is that much of a fucking weirdo and like can't help himself. How embarrassing. Did you feel that way, Anya? Like, there's no coming back from this kind of thing of like, oh boy, he asked them, what was the one, there was one line that I go, nope, no matter what is disproved of this, I'll never forget this part. I forget it now, but it was just
it the daddy part where she's like, I already have a daddy. And he's like, I'm your daddy.
That kind of turns me on. But listen, this is my problem, not yours. No, it was him trying to get them all to live together.
Oh, yeah.
What? He tried to get these girls. He wanted a harem. He wanted a house that he could go to, and one would fuck him, one would suck him, one would feed him, one would massage him, one would like bathe, clean him. I mean, this is just the girls what they were saying. This wasn't like reading his text, so maybe they were paraphrasing, but he wanted to like, have these girls human centipeding him from every angle.
Annie Letterman was the first comedian that I saw publicly acknowledge the documentary. She posted a picture on her Instagram, a screenshot of the video the day after it was uploaded with the caption, "This new season of Nexicum rips." When I saw that she posted this on IG, I was kind of shocked because they're kind of like coworkers in a way. I also went to one of Annie Letterman's shows last year in Tampa, and she made some sort of crowd work joke about how the age of consent in Florida lines up with Chris D'Elia's age of consent, something like that. And I remember being shocked in that moment, being like, damn, like you're really going after another comedian in public. Like, how does that work? Is it going to be awkward when you guys are back in LA, kind of on the same shows and gigs and stuff? Then I remembered, though, that Annie Letterman's home club is the Comedy Store, which Chris D'Elia is still not welcome back from his initial cancellation. So they're probably good. At this point, you're probably wondering, well, what did Chris say about all this? Surely he's made some sort of video defending himself or apologizing again, right? Well, not really. In his latest episode of Congratulations, his solo podcast, Chris Delia mentioned that he's back in rehab for his sex addiction. However, he also said that all these episodes are pre-recorded a bit, so there's no way to know if this is in response to the documentary or if this is just a coincidence that he brought that up in the middle of all of this.
Actually, I went to nobody knows about this, but I went to rehab. And I don't know if I was going to tell people this or not, but I did. I went to rehab. I was there for over a month. I went back in November, and we pre-record a lot of the shit. And just should have done it this whole time, honestly. Like, should have done it years ago. Didn't, because I had excuses in my head about COVID and shit, but and all that. And but yeah, I did it because I had to, for my addiction and all that shit, and I need to be present. But my God, it was a trauma-based thing. I went in November through December, and it was just like, I don't even know what to say about it, man. The food was trash. The food was fucking trash. Get it together.
At the end of the day, everyone's going to form their own opinion on Chris D'Elia anyway. Like most things in life, the truth probably lies somewhere more in the middle of complete guilt and total innocence. I mean, if everything said in this documentary is true, he'd be in jail right now. But also, usually where there's smoke, there's fire. And I guess that's the main takeaway from the Chris D'Elia problem. In lighter news, Bill Cosby announced that he's planning to tour this spring. Seriously, I have no idea how or why this is happening, but apparently Bill Cosby announced he has plans to tour in the spring of 2023 and said, quote, "When I come out of this, I feel I'll be able to perform and be the Bill Cosby that my audience knows me to be." There's really nothing funny to add on to this because just the fact that this is real and not a South Park sketch is funny enough for me. I mean, like, how is this going to happen? How is any venue going to be on board with this? The tickets would probably sell because people would just want to be like, is this real? Like, I guess I would go to that. I'd report it on the comedy news. But I mean, talk about heckling. The fact that this guy thinks he's going to be able to actually perform comedy anywhere and people are going to want to listen for comedy's sake is hysterical to me. It's the biggest serial rapist in recorded human history announced a spring comedy tour. How is that not funny? Guest spots from last week. Your Mom's House did not have a guest. Two Bears, One Cave was Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. Whiskey Ginger had on Margaret Cho. Kill Tony Tonight is David and Lona Lucas. Flagrant did not have a guest. And Man Shane's Secret Podcast had on Bobby Kelly.
It was the worst. I remember they had to do jumping jacks.
Naked?
And I actually said to the guy, I go, dude.
Your boys do.
I go, what do you think I got? I don't have any. You think I'm really stuffing heroin in my ass to make money? I'm going to be out in 3 months. I'm not going to be here for. It's not a life sentence.
Oh, so you do ass naked jumping jacks to see if
you have to do ass naked jumping jacks, and you have to squat naked. Fucking humiliating.
Yeah, that sucks.
Terrible. Yeah, terrible.
And that was the first time.
That was the first time. Yeah, that was the first time.
You didn't learn your lessons?
No, it's a thing about drugs and alcohol. is that
funny thing?
The funny thing about doing drugs and alcohol, you know, it's a hard time to learn your lesson.
No,
I didn't. It took me 3 more years. The last time I got arrested was for a gumball machine. But
what'd you do?
I stole a gumball machine.
You took the whole thing.
Took 2 of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want the coins or the gum?
Both.
Guys, we're never going to need to buy bubblegum again. Son of a bitch, they got me.
This past weekend with Theo Von had on James Blake. The Joe Rogan Experience had on Dave Portnoy, a very overdue episode in my opinion. We Might Be Drunk did not have a guest. The Honeydew had on Chappelle Lacey. Tiger Belly posted their best moments of 2022. Joe Rogan was the guest on the Tim Dillon Show this week, big episode. And Stavros was on Bad Friends. As far as new stand-up specials go, ones are coming out soon. I know we've talked about the last 3 episodes, but tomorrow, January 10th, Andrew Santino Cheeseburger comes out on Netflix. It's a big deal. I think it's going to be really good. We're going to do a video with fans' reactions to the special. But another angle on this, because usually when someone puts out a Netflix special, they do the podcast rounds to promote it. If we get Andrew Santino on all the major podcasts, that'd be pretty sweet. So we'll maybe Try Not to Laugh Andrew Santino's coming up too. Also, we posted a Try Not to Laugh Dan Soder compilation the other day. I feel like it's not getting as many views as it deserves. Soder is so funny. Let's go pump that one up. If you're watching this one, next video, check out Try Not to Laugh Dan Soder. Other specials though, we have Orny Adams Takes the Third, a full hour on YouTube, and Netflix put out their best of 2022 specials. That has some Chris Stefano in it, has some Bill Burr, it has a lot of good stuff, Sam Morril. So go check that one out on Netflix. And if you want a top 5 countdown of specials from last year, we also have a video on our channel counting those ones down for you. But that does it for this episode of the Joke World Comedy Update. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll be back again next Monday with some more comedy news. In the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe and comment, all that kind of stuff. I'll stop bugging you about it, but yeah, just do it if you feel like supporting the channel. Follow us on Instagram, DM us if you want any free Joke World stickers. Yeah, we'll see you next Monday. Sorry for this. This was like a very serious episode full of like Chris Delia and Bill Cosby stories. So next one will be more of a positive vibe, I hope. Okay. Goodbye.